we are going to create the code that will send our files and save our files. So first I need to drag in my send and save buttons in my design view. So I can come to layout and grab a horizontal arrangement. And inside of that horizontal arrangement, I need to include two buttons, button 1 and button 2. And my first button I will rename as button save picture. And my second button I will rename as button send picture. And now I just need to come to my text properties and make sure that the first one is save picture and the second one is send picture. And let me add a space in that save picture so it looks professional. Now you might have the button seeming like it's coming off the side there. If you do, you can just play around with the height and width. Maybe if I make my height fill parent here, it will look a little bit better, and it does. But at this point, we have a lot going on in this app on one screen, and it's going to bound to happen that not everything looks perfect. And that's okay. The other component that I need to add in is actually already here. Let me delete it and show you how to add it. We need to add a sharing component, which comes here from connectivity. Actually not connectivity, it's social. It's actually not social. Where is it? Oh, right, yep, it's right there in social, my sharing component. Okay, and sometimes we need to guess and check to find those components. So my design view is all set, so now it's time to code this app. So like we said, we need two variables to help us name the app. So I'm going to initialize one variable and another variable, and this will help me name the picture I'm going to send. So my first variable is going to be my picture number, and my second variable is going to be my file name. So that when I send pictures, there's my UDBAT process right there, but when I send pictures, I want it to say something like picture1.jpg. So that's what we're trying to get it to code to do right now. So picture number would be that 1, and the file name would be the whole thing. So I'm going to initialize my picture number to be 1, meaning that my first picture number is 1. And I'm going to make my file name, it's actually going to be blank to start. So those are my two variables. So now I'm set to start coding it to send. So first I need to get the file coded to actually save my pictures. So when my save picture button is pressed, I'm going to need to get the picture to save. To get it to save, I need to use my two variables. So I am going to come into my variables, and when I try to save it, I'm going to name it. So I'm going to set my file name, and I'm going to set my picture number. And the file name is going to be set to include the picture. So I know I need to save as my picture, and my picture's on my canvas. So I can come to my canvas, and there's somewhere on my canvas where I can save the picture. Here it is. I can save my picture. It's going to ask me, what do I want to name it? Well, I want to name it picture.jpg. So I actually need two things in here to name it. I'm going to come to text and grab join. And I want to join it to be 3 separate things. And that is going to be my picture, my number, and JPEG. So if I come here, I can click one more string. so that now I have 3 areas to join. So I'm going to join it to say picture. It's going to get what the number is right now. So it is going to get my variable, reach into the cup and get the number that I'm on. And I also want it to say JPEG because we know that's a file name. So that's going to let me save my picture and it's going to let me name my picture. Picture, whatever number it is, and JPEG. Now I need to make sure that it resets the picture number. So for example, after I save picture 1, it's going to reset to be picture 2. After I name picture 2, it's going to reset to be picture 3. So to do that, I'm going to use math because I'm going to need to add 2 things together. And I know that I'm going to add a 1 to it. And right here, it's going to get whatever the picture number is now. So it's going to get the picture number that I'm on, and I'm going to add 1. That was a lot, so good job staying with me. The last thing we need to do is get it to send the file. So in order to do that, I'm going to come to my Send Picture button. So when the Send Picture button is pressed, I want this to share. So I'm going to share my file, and it's going to get this global file name right there. So that will make it get whatever the picture is, and it will get the name. So I'm going to reach into my cup, to my variable, and I'm going to get the picture that I have. And that should let me send it. If you try it on your app, please send it over email. Try sending your picture to your school email and it should work. And this is basically just a simplified version of Snapchat. So especially this part was tricky to code, so great job staying with me. And that is the end.